Hi, YouTube. We're back in Timberborn today. Timber Thursday. I don't stream on Tuesdays anymore, so it's Timber Thursday. I really like this game, and we fairly recently got my first ever game completed run. There is a monument you can build to win the game.
Uh-oh. Everyone roll for initiative.
Mitch, hi friend. Good to see you. How you doing? Hold on, I gotta roll for initiative. Lucky number 13. I'll take it. I'll take it. Could be better. Rolling spam due to my intro. Yes, that's right. There's a monument you can build in this game that is kind of like the end game monument. For this faction, this is the monument. The other faction has a different one. And I, for the first time ever, did the monument in the Folktales faction. I did it on normal difficulty. Normal difficulty being the standard difficulty setting for the game. This time, we're playing on hard mode. Hard mode has been very interesting because it increases the speed at which you get droughts. So the cycle is it feels a lot shorter and you get more droughts more often. And we also already had to deal with a bad tide. And as you can see, a lot of stuff was poisoned along the water's edge because of the bad tide. Bad tide is an event where instead of water coming from the water outputs, here and here, bad tide comes from those water outputs, just like it comes from its bad tide sources. Here's a bad tide source, I think. I don't know where the bad tide source is, but there are bad tide sources. Somewhere here. There we go. Bad water source right there. And then we have some freshwater sources. And so a lot of this game is preparing for and managing your way through each of the droughts or bad tide events, bad water events. And then also continuing to grow and build out a prosperous colony that maybe someday will produce enough resources to build that monument and repropagate. It says repopulate, but I thought it was... Oh, this is different. They definitely do a different thing. Okay, the reason why I said repropagate is because the folktales send tree saplings all over the earth and reforest the earth with their monument. This one is the Earth Repopulator, and it launches pioneers to distant lands. When launched, makes the beavers in the area extra happy. Yes, so this is a post-apocalyptic Earth. And the idea behind these intelligent beavers is that they have evolved and survived past human destruction of the planet, including some kind of nuclear or otherwise contamination of the earth, and therefore radioactive water that the humans poisoned. So you actually use bad tide to do things like terraforming. Use the bad water to make explosives. You see this? We aren't really there yet, but the explosives factory uses bad water, so you can actually collect bad water. It's weird that it's only a deep bad water pump, but not a... Oh, this is only a deep water pump. Okay. Sure. But we don't have metal yet. We don't have metal, and we are making gears, but not many. Let's look at this. So our first attempt died pretty quickly and brutally. As far as I recall, this attempt went a lot better for us. We do have a couple of them working a large power wheel here, which is attached to the lumber mill making planks and the gear workshop, which makes gears. We don't really have storage for gears, apparently. So we might need some storage for gears. Oh, that's this. Okay, so they're gonna make that. We have a big storage for planks over here. Why don't we make both of these gears? Because gears don't go in here. Okay. What about metal? We'll just leave it as logs right now. So we are doing forestry over here where we've planted some trees. Again, these trees died of contamination, which is a little unfortunate, but they should be cut by the lumberjack. We might need more hauling going on. Yeah, we just don't have that many beavers. We only have 18 beavers. Are you looking for a medical bed? Yeah, we can make a medical bed. Let's make one on a high priority, and then the other one will make a low priority. Okay, so over here we are also collecting wood if we need it. It looks like I've turned off some workstations to allocate the beavers to other purposes, to other jobs, which makes sense. Ooh, we did make it over here. That's great. So, we're opening up this path over here. And the reason for that is to make the bad tide go that way. I feel like we need... I feel like I want this floodgate here. But I almost feel like I want it, like, as far back as possible. What about the double floodgates? 250. $10 logs and 5 planks. And the levy is 12. Yeah, I'll just do what I did over here, but I'll do it over there instead. And then we'll just use maybe stairs to get down there and do stuff. Okay, so yeah, so this can be our first scrap metal that we'll collect when we have the means to do scrap. Right now, I don't want to spend the science points on it because we don't really have the free workers anyway. We almost died. So we did almost die, I think, of starvation. I'm pretty sure it was starvation. And then I wasn't breeding enough of them. So they die of old age. And with this faction, the Iron Teeth faction, you have to breed them in breeding pods. A night dweller, hello. Humans would never. Yeah, we would. Yeah, see? It's kind of it's interesting, you know, because sometimes games don't have to, like, tell that kind of story, but it's, like, good that they do because it reminds us of what we can do and maybe draws some attention to what we are doing as a planet, as a people to our planet. Plant some trees, people. Be like the beavers. Plant some trees. Yeah, a lot of stuff died. The coffee beans died, but we weren't actually making coffee yet, so it doesn't quite matter. We are fermenting. We're fermenting cassavas, which is what this one is. And then these are kohlrabis, which the iron teeth can eat raw. This is like different. Like they used to not have different foods for the different factions. I really like that they do, in fact, have different foods for the different factions. I think that's really neat. Are you bored? Are you cutting trees? No, you're cutting. You're definitely cutting. Okay, I do want more haulers. Our science is empty. Let's pause forestry for a little bit. Just because there's a lot of trees to cut, and we can plant more soon.
Osiris 1982 has arrived. Everyone say hello.
Hi, Osiris. Thanks. Oh, I guess we got to do it again. Oh, yes, because of the fact that it's actually... The command normally has, like, a amount. So you can't do it with... Yeah. There you go. Rith, enjoy your lurky lurks. Thank you for being here. How does this compare to other games in the genre, such as Dwarf Fortress, RimWorld, etc.? I would argue that much like those games, it has a fun challenge, a decent challenge, and can be a lot to manage for some people, but like over time that can be really fun. Like if you learn each of the individual things that, you know, it's the same thing with Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld. There's a lot to it, a lot of different things to manage, but it can be really fun when you get into the resource management, the production management, all of that of the game. Unlike those games, this game does not have a multitude of threats that you are juggling, and this feels like a much cozier management game to me, though it poses plenty of challenge. You know what I mean? And I think some of that is one, because like right now I'm on slow mode, so like not that much is happening, but also, yeah, it's also like cute. It's cute. Like look at them at the campfire. Someone was on the rooftop in the terrace. This one's recovering in the medical bed now that I made it. See? Oh. It's cute. It's really cute. But it also, like I said, it doesn't feel as like intense, I think, because it's like drought and weather cycles. Now hard mode gets hard, especially hard mode, but even the normal mode can be hard. Okay, 6 days. We have 3 more days for a drought. So a 9-day cycle. 9-day cycle before the next drought. So that's pretty fast. It doesn't feel like we have that much water right now. We have 140 of water. Now, one thing we can do, now that this is set up the way it is we can essentially stop water in here. Huh. I wonder if I should demolish this, too. I kind of want to. So, this floodgate makes like a perfect seal here at the corner. So this should be fine for not letting the water through. And then, like I said, we'll basically stock up some water in here and we'll do pumping while we're in the drought with this one. Now, I would like some water storage probably near it, just so the haulers can be like kind of fast. Maybe we even just put 2 tanks right next to it. Yeah, why not? Food-wise, we have a good bit. Let's pause the berries. We don't have any babies right now. That kind of worries me. Like, we need more babies happening. I don't want to do a 3rd breeding pod because I don't want it to get out of control. But I probably will need one eventually. So the challenges derive from the environmental factors. Exactly. Rather than things like raiders. Exactly. For sure. I'm impressed by the amount of willpower Ilana is displaying by not giving in to the urge to play RimWorld. I don't know. I'm okay right now. I'm feeling a little bit more of a chill day today, Gorthos. And it's part of why I'm not doing a first look right now. Because I didn't like want to play something new either. I don't know. Sometimes you can be full of RimWorld and need variety. Yeah. Like we play RimWorld on Monday and Wednesday. Some Mondays we might do some Oni too, but like RimWorld is definitely like set for my other days. And because of that, I feel very like, I don't know. I feel pretty good about, why is this not, nothing's flowing through? Nothing's flowing through. Because it's flowing down this way. I shouldn't have done that, should I have? Okay. Oops. Build this for me. It's all flowing that way. It's fine. I'll just lower this, which will help with the flow this way. But yeah, if we put a floodgate there, that'll help a lot, because then I can just control it. If I want it to flood out this way, like bad tide, I can. We got 2 days until the drought. Let's do 2 speed. Let's keep our waters pumping. Let's make sure both of these are set to harvest. They are. 1 priority kohlrabi, 1 priority cassava. Good. Those are the 2 crops names. Ever. Hi, friend. How you doing? Hi. How's it going? Speaking of people giving me crap for not playing RimWorld. Hi, Ever. How you doing, friend? As long as you're having a good time. Yeah, no, I am. And if we ever, like, just want to play RimWorld, we'll just play RimWorld, you know? That too. Amgooch does editing and vibing. Sounds good. That's nice. It's very good to see you. Let's see if I get lucky. I didn't. What were you trying to do? Who'd give you crap for not playing RimWorld? Who'd ever do that? Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, no one would ever do that. Ever's not doing that in that clip right there. No, I was just saying that like Monday and Wednesday are both days in my schedule right now where I can play RimWorld. And it's like, if I want to play RimWorld, I play it on those days. And so today I'm supposed to be doing like, is my variety rotation day in the schedule. But also like Timberborn, and there's some other games that I want to play some more of. So, Timberborn it is. Timberborn it is. How are we on wood right now? We're okay. Let's switch to forestry with our lumberjack right there. I kind of want to pause this lumberjack too. That's really far away. Can you build this floodgate? Because that'd be super cool. Build it. These ones we can do later. Y'all, the drought's like almost here. 1.4 days. I like that you're trying to fight who you are deep down. Who am I deep down? You know who I am deep down? Is that a shirt from TwitchCon? It is. It is. Oh, Gorthos, you weren't the one giving crap. Yeah, you're great. I was teasing Ever for giving crap, but even that like is also great. It's fine. We're all great. Deep down, you're enlightened. Enlightened forever. 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 Following a schedule? I could never. I like it helps me. What do you mean you need water? Go drink. It helps me. Today I felt very like I don't know what the heck to play today. Like I did not know what to play today. I knew that I wanted to be here with all of you. That wasn't in question. Playing games sounded good. Yeah. But like what was I gonna play today? And sometimes having many options or multiple options can be almost hard because you're like, which one do I play? And I was, like I said, I was feeling like something a little bit more chill than like RimWorld right now or Oni, which are, you know, I'm considering my two main games right now. So Timberborn, one of the other main games, you know, it's good option. All right, let's close this one off. Don't demolish these. Cancel. Okay, don't demolish those. Okay, so we've blocked off this side, but we can use it to send the bad water if the bad water comes. Okay, now the water flows in. Good. Is this down a level? It is down a level. So it doesn't really matter when I stop this floodgate. I just need to stop it before all the water flows out. You'll see, people. We want to do some pumping, but we also need to maintain water in at least this section during the drought. If we don't, well, frankly, all of this section should maintain water because our trees will go dry out and be ruined over time. They just take a lot longer than the crops. The crops can dry out very quickly. It's also why we set them to prioritize harvest instead of prioritize planting, because if it's harvestable, harvest it. We got 0.2 days until this drought. Let's get our berry picker going again. Pause forestry. Can we go gears instead of planks, y'all? Ever, I might have bought a certain ticket today for a certain event in October. I didn't get one. They ran out by the time I got to the booth. Oh no, sad. Sad. I am for serious. I'm super excited, but we don't have any childcare, so emo can't come. So I'm excited, but I'm also like a little sad, but I'm excited. We're going to keep this a secret. What the frick? No. I was definitely going to make sure we hang out all the time. Yeah. I'm just like being all like, ooh. Because it was like, I wasn't sure. But then I went back to my part-time job at the retail store. So I was like, you know what? Heck it. We should go to TwitchCon. And then timing, just a little unfortunate because of my in-laws' plans. Like, they would obviously watch him for something like that, and they did when we went. But, yeah, they're busy that particular weekend, so... We'll have to, Emo and I will have to pick another thing to do for us. All right, Drought's here. If anyone doesn't know what I'm, like, ambiguously saying, I'm saying that I'm going to TwitchCon. I'm going to TwitchCon. I got a TwitchCon ticket. I made a reservation, like, a long time ago for the hotel room. But I got an actual ticket. I don't know when to stop this. When the water stops, maybe. Okay, the water has stopped. Is it flowing? Let's just plug there. So where does this water go? Is it flowing this way? Yeah, it's gonna flow out. It's gonna flow out there. Okay. Reason why I asked is because I probably need to close this too. I probably want to close all of these now because the water has stopped flowing, which means it'll flow like out of this section if I'm not careful. Now we should pause pumping at the 2 lower pumps for now. We'll keep pumping at the top pump for now. That should get us researching. It is. We are. Tigger got that. Yeah, I obviously can't go every year. But like, was an absolute blast when I did go, and I wasn't a Twitch partner yet. And so I'm just like, man, it would be really cool to go and get to partake in some of the partner benefits. So it's gonna be very good. Hell yeah, dude, that's so exciting. There's a lot of people going for the first time and lots of repeats, so it would be super neat. Yeah, I think it'll be really great. I don't think it'll be overwhelming. No. There was an impression arising during the conversation that the conclusion may be what you just stated, plainly. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was clear because I didn't want to be, like, weird about, like, telling secrets in front of people. That's not what I was trying to do. It's so hard when you want to stream, but you have nothing or nothing sounds interesting that day. Yes, and I think there is, like, a little bit of, like, decision paralysis that can happen when you're like looking at your library and you're not like currently in the middle of something, or like the something that you're currently in the middle of you need like a little break from, and you're just like, but what do I play now? Like, what do I play for this? And so I have a little bit of a couple of games that I'm like, these are the games that I'd like to stream more of right now. And Timberborn is one of them. So here we are, and we're going to play more Timberborn. And I'm excited to try it on hard mode after our success with the Folktales faction. Water is staying okay, but we're still really early on in this drought. It does lower over time, even when you're not pumping. There's like some evaporation. Some. What are we pumping? Iron or fists? Water, mostly. Don't call me Shirley. Shirley. Oh, you get to go to the party, too. Yeah. That's the thing, right? So, like, I haven't gotten to do any of that, and I will get to this time, which is going to be really cool. And then we want to try maybe going to like 1 or 2 of the like smaller conventions instead of more TwitchCon. You know what I mean? This water hasn't flown out. I'm kind of surprised. I'm wondering if I should like... No, it's definitely... Is it lower on that side? Yeah, it's lower on that side. It looks like it's moving. It's kind of hard to tell. Is there like an overlay that shows water flow? No. Damaged carbine. Hi. How are you doing? It smells like up dog in here. Nut. I see you. Golly gee, what's an up dog? I'd really like to go to a non-Twitch con. Yeah, I'm thinking of going to, like, I'd like to go to PAX East. I think that would be, like, a pretty good choice for another option. When I lived in California, there were so many conventions just, like, in the Bay Area that I went to, like, a few just because they were, like, happening in the area, you know? But until now, I never really had like something specific that I really wanted to go to cons for. I'm not a huge fan of really busy places. But it's made better by the fact that I have so many cool friends like So Ever Dream that typically will go and I'll get to hang out with there, you know? There it goes. Okay, so now you can finally see the water in those other areas is gone. The only water we have is in this section. I'm going to pause our third pump and do no water pumping right now to just leave the water in the ground, work down on our water stockpiles while we continue to work on other things. Squid knows of that's actually good because yeah, Squid, I would actually love to hear your take on a few of the Northeast cons for sure. I also think Magfest sounds really good, sounds really cool. That's one that we'd like to check out. You're at a non-Twitch con. Yeah, funny you should mention. Yeah, you ruined it by using Anne. I know. He did it on purpose. And well, my family's sick. Oh, but I somehow dodged it. Oh, well then that means you have to take care of everyone. So I hope that it goes smoothly and folks start feeling better soon. But I'm glad that you're feeling okay. At least that, right? Let's go ahead and continue. No, yes, cut the trees over here. I was gonna say no, but then I just said yes. The reason was because I thought if they're dried out, that would be bad. But these are all dead, and these ones are drying out, so maybe it's a good idea to cut them. I don't know. Does anyone know? I think that if you harvest them when they're dried, it's worse than when they're not dried. But this says 8, and this says 8, so maybe it's fine. As long as it hasn't dried out yet. I really want to do a Ren Fair. I would love to go back to a Ren Fair. Bree, can we go to a Ren Fair together? Yes, I think that could be so fun. Yeah, we used to go, like, growing up in Pennsylvania, we used to go, like, as school field trips and stuff. Oh my gosh. I love a Renaissance fair or festival. Yeah, absolutely. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. We could probably even get Emo and Mace to dress up with us. And we could dress up. How fun would that be? Queenie Lana, King Emo. No. I feel like, okay, the only costume I've ever done other than just like old-timey dress that could be fun would be like, I've been a clown before, so I could like do like literally like jester. But I feel like everyone would want me to be entertaining, so maybe not that. Because I'm definitely not entertaining. Definitely not. I think that we'll get rid of this floodgate. Let's temporarily build stairs here. And then let's change this to a bridge or a walkway. We don't have bridges. We could have bridges, but we don't. This would be cute. Yeah, let's change it to a bridge. And then the water will flow all the way out to there. But I don't want to do that right now because drought. Drought. The clown gets pied in the face. Yes. The clown and the jester. They both get pied in the face. And so do I during Hot Potato. So it's fitting. You could go as a red shirt. To a Renaissance fair? Little Prince, little Rama. Yeah, he would love the Renaissance fair. Mini-orama, just anything that's like a fair or a festival is like the best ever. He gets very excited. There's almost always, I was going to say, is there a Star Trek contingent at Ren fairs in my experience? Okay, that's fair. Because like, there's a lot of like Star Trek episodes where they like, well, there's some where they go to worlds that are like Renaissance Earth. There's also some like time travel, isn't there? No, I'm thinking like multiverse. Not time travel. There's multiverse. Spark! They need to learn about the Prime Directive. Yeah, anyway. In violation of the Prime Directive. Accidental time travel. Oh, accidental time travel. And holodecks. Oh, of course. The holodecks. Yes. Are they undercover or just blatantly visiting? In violation of the Prime Directive. It's either so disrespectful or hilarious, depending on your point of view. Where do you get medieval garb now that Chivalry Sports is dead and gone? The internet? Yeah, that would be really fun, Bree. We should do that. We should do that. I hope you're doing well, Spark. Yeah, the holodeck is a good one. Be like, we're just visiting the holodeck. People will be like, what are you doing? What are you dressed up as? Oh, we're just visiting the holodeck. You get the medieval garb at the Ren Fair. I'm already researching local ones. Perfect. We are coming up into our first ad break of the stream. I do ad breaks every hour, 3 minutes to turn off pre-rolls for the entire stream. But we usually take our breaks every other ad break since I don't always need a break on an hourly basis. So I'm not going to take a break on this one. We're just going to keep gabbing, having fun, relaxing with some Timberborn. If you have questions about what went on, oh boy. We are losing population. I need more babies. If you have any more questions about us losing population, please don't hesitate to ask. It'll still be a few minutes, but I'm just letting you know. Okay, I'm going to do more. We're going to feed them berries and water, but we're going to pause them. I mean, we are in a drought right now. Heck. All right, let's start pumping back up here again. We could pause like one of them. Let's pause one of them because we still have 9 days in the drought. Heck. So I just saw that instead of 17 and 0 kids, we have 15 and 2 kids. AKA 2 died of old age and 2 new ones were born. Our population will not increase if it's going in this direction. So I want more breeding pods, but we need more water for more breeding pods to be a reality. So maybe we need to do another. Maybe we do another pump. We have too many gears. Switch back to planks. Thank you. You can put a platform down. Anything that says solid can be built on top of. So it says solid, other buildings can be placed on top. So I can actually fit a pump. Oh no! Oh no. We ran out of water in the top area, which is fine, but not great. And now we only have this little bit of water, and I'm concerned. Maybe it's good that we only have 18 beavers right now. We did get one extra. One new baby and one grew up. You do have a, down here in the bottom left, you do have like a log of all of that. I usually only check to see if they're dying of starvation or whatever. I typically, I can tell what's happening based on the numbers in the top left corner where it says that I have 16 adults and 2 babies. I kind of have an idea of what that means. Okay, we might as well fix this now because there's no water here. I kind of wish you hadn't hauled those away because you might need them for the ladder, but fine. Fine. Okay, I'm going to move the path up one. Like that. Beautiful. That's nice. Looks really cute. It's nice. It's good stuff. We can definitely expand to this side when we need to, but right now, like, we're actually pretty good on food. What we need right now... I'm going to reduce the workers on cassava, not the workers on kohlrabi. What I need right now is I want more science happening. So we can get another science machine, even though inventor is what it's called. Even though I feel like it's a little preemptive because we just don't really have the workers. So we could just do it low priority everything. Oh boy. We're out of water and there's 6 days left. This is so bad. Okay, well I guess pump down here. Go ahead and pump. We need the water. We need it. We have 6 days for 18 beavers to drink water. And we have 48 water in storage. It's raining like heavy rain. Oh, I love that. We just got a light rain today, but I was really grateful for it because it not only cooled things down. There it is. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Okay. Do I have any ideas for if we make it through, how we will make it through? Maybe. What if we build a blockade here? Oh boy. I didn't mean to make any of these back here. And then we'll have like a little basin of water that's too high. I think that could be good. Then we're going to unlock the double floodgate for that. I wish it was bigger, but I feel like this is all we can really afford to do right now. Let's also set the priority on this. Oh, they already built it. Okay, never mind. Poor beavers. I know. Everyone hydrate. because your beavers will not be able to. The sad beavers are unable to. Uh-oh. One died of old age. Yeah, we don't have like a stairway or anything over here. We might need one to build this. They can build down, but they can't, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they'll be able to build the other side. I think they have to go down here. Yeah, 4 days, 0 water. I think we might be dead. I think this drought might just be too long. It's like a 14-day drought after 9 days with water. That's a long time. Is this where I say there's nothing more sad than a dehydrated beaver? Yes, this is where you say that. This is where we cry for our thirsty beavers. And then we watch as our numbers go from 16 to... question mark? 2-Bit, hi! Thanks for watching on YouTube. I love seeing clips of this game, specifically to see how many people try to dodge talking about beavers. Yeah, my content, I call it 18 plus, not because I swear, not because I use a lot of language, but sometimes there's a little bit of humor. You know. That's all. I don't actually use the mature rating tags because I do make a point not to make my content explicit, but I don't make content for kids. That's for sure. Heck, I'm upset. How many have died? None. None yet. How many days can a beaver go without water? Hey, dicks are funny. Yeah, exactly. Did someone ask for beaver-related lewdness? Oh, no. See, I don't always think about it that way, though. That's part of the problem. I can't even... Darl. Yeah. How's it going, friend? I can't even scold chat because I started this. Yeah. We're basically asking how long we can go without a beaver getting wet. Correct. IRL, something like 2 or 3. Beavers are aquatic mammals, after all. Yes. In all seriousness, beavers probably can't survive more than a couple days without water. I think the same for us, right? It's like 3 days at the most. You need water. I can't even imagine going 3 days. My goodness. I just imagine your whole body breaks down, you know? Y'all, no one died yet. Well, they died of old age, but no one died of thirst yet. But we still have 0.9 days. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start pumping, even though there's nothing to pump. Hoping that the surviving beavers start by pumping water. Mm-hmm. So far, we've only lost a few to old age. We have 0.4 days. They, I don't know. How's things for me? Things are pretty good. I wasn't really sure what to play today. And so I just was like, you know what? It's Thursday. We were trying to do the Timberborn hard mode thing. Let's do it. So that's cool. I like this game. I'm feeling a little bit more of like the vibe that is this game than say something like RimWorld today. So that's good. The precious water is coming. The precious water. Let's let water flow for a bit before we... Okay, this is closed. So once it fills up, it'll flow in this way. Oh my gosh. It feels so good when the water returns in this game. You're just like, all my trees were gonna die. Pump some water, pump some water. No! Why is it nighttime? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I thought. We are down to 4 beavers. We have lost all of them. Okay, high priority jobs are the top ones. And then let's unpause this and this. We'll get some babies. Heck. Oh, we're down to 2. No, stop it. No. No. Go pump water. There's 1 water, drink it. We have 2 beavers and 1 baby. They're literally pumping water and then going and fetching water from the other one's pump. That's idiotic. No wonder you're dying. They just had to fetch water from the other one's pump instead of pumping their own water and then drinking it. Oh dear. This is Thim Thurled Thursday. Correct. We have 23 water. We have 3 beavers. And we have 3 days until a drought. Oh, wow. Really, game? Oh, no. The food is fine right now. We don't have to be collecting food right now. We don't have to be making stuff right now either. What we really just need is to focus on water right now. So we've gotten to like 70 water. But if this is another 10-day drought, we're screwed. I wandered away for a few minutes. Are we having a beaver shortage? Yes. Triven. Yes. We just went from 17 to 3. 17, 18 to 3 because we ran out of water during the last drought. Unfortunately. I'm upset about it. Can we not build these? Oh, gosh. I don't think they can build them, but also, like... We're dying anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, they're sentient, not smart. I guess that's true. I guess that's true, Phelan. Yeah, bad pathing. Yeah, I mean, really, I should have just had them working like these two instead of this one over here, because then they would have run to each other's, which is what they're doing now. They're running a shorter distance back to these, so they're pumping a lot more. We have 2 kids and 2 adults, and they are feeding to the breeding pods. We still have 126 berries because I don't think they're really eating berries. There aren't even enough of them. Like, it's a good thing this game isn't based on wealth. Huh. There's a couple crops they planted. Upsetting! It's all upsetting. I want one of the kids to grow up and start working over here in the farmhouse. We'll see. So they're hauling their own water because there aren't any haulers. So once it gets full, they start hauling it out themselves, which is nice. They also are adding to the breeding pods, even though they're not haulers. So that's good too. I was wondering what would happen if you didn't have enough people, beavers, to haul and do everything else. This stinks. There's another friggin' drought right now. Like, we're so screwed. I'm gonna pause one of these. That's gonna have someone harvesting this kohlrabi, which is food, so it's good to harvest. Fewer mouths to feed. Maybe we'll be fine. Maybe. Yeah, we might be able to recover from this, especially if we can do some decent breeding. Oh my gosh, we're not recovering. Do you see this? Do you flippin' see this, y'all? 17 days. Yes, this is losing his fun difficulty. For sure. 2-bit on YouTube. Correct. 2-bit on YouTube says because when they gain the job to drink, they are technically using that pump they're working at, making it not a valid place to pull water from. I thought that they could pull water from any pump that has it in storage. I don't know. Hard mode is rough. Its droughts are crazy. Yeah, for sure, Pinoy boy. And like, I think like basically you're just not supposed to like get that low on water, right? You need to have by this point in the game a bigger like reservoir built for your water supply, which is fine. I just was focusing on food shortages because we almost died of hunger, and then I didn't breed enough, basically. I didn't breed enough of them. You need to be breeding a lot of them so that way you can get more workers than this. All right. Let's pause breeding pods. Maybe 3 of them for now. We'll pause. Pause that water pump too. Just stop right now. Go collect berries instead. The reason why I'm having them collect berries instead is this might dry out. If it ends up drying out, it's like a fruitless effort that they're putting in, spending all that time planting all these crops that are then not even going to be harvestable. In many games, usually only one interaction can be queued for a building item. Nothing else can interact until that queued one completes. Oh, so like they do an act of pumping, then an act of pulling out storage, then another pumping? Maybe that's what 2-bit's saying. That Makes sense. I just thought that they could pull from the storage while the job was being worked. Guppian, thank you for the hydrate. I will. Can you also hydrate my colony? I just noticed I'm working the power wheel. Don't work the power wheel. All right, what should they be doing right now? Okay, all these buildings should be paused right now. We're not gonna make cassavas right now. Yeah, they can work on science if they have the time. I'm gonna put one in hauling to just help with getting like the berries and stuff. Y'all, this is bad. 14 more days in this drought. Time to find lunch. Enjoy, squid. Chat demands beaver jerky. Yeah, that's where we're heading. That's where we're heading. They should probably be making more beavers or pumping or both. Correct. That's what I should have done more of. Like at the start, before these droughts got this long, you have to establish a certain like maybe I just shouldn't have even bothered with the fermenter or the recreation items or even that much science. Maybe we really should have just focused on the basics, get them housing, get food, basic food production going, get water, and some kind of reservoir that you can keep pumping from, ideally, during the drought. And even if you can't keep pumping from it, at least that traps the water so it keeps your area somewhat hydrated. Those are like the only things I feel like I should be worried about at the start of a hard mode run. And then from there, we'll see. Let's pump at the top over here. All right, we have a lumberjack cutting some trees. We have a berry collector who's full. Berries are full, so let's pause this. I'm gonna resume this one because it's gonna get us a baby pretty fast. Pause this one. Okay, pause that. Can we get them close to popping out a baby without popping out the baby until the drought's over? All right, just pump more. Pump more. I'm really worried. Pump from the top. If the top dries out, it won't be as big of a deal. So pump from up there first. Okay. Okay, pause it there. Now, unpause this one and unpause this one. We're gonna get all the breeding pumps ready to just drop a baby as soon as the drought's over. Breeding pods. Everything's a pump. Breeding pumps, water pumps, wood pumps. Ceranodox enjoy the lurky lurks. Thank you for being here. Did I mess up? Did we have a baby? No. Oh, they are building this. Cool. Water level's really low here, so I'm just gonna pause again to preserve it for a minute. It's still gonna evaporate before this drought's over, but I'm trying my best not to die. We lost 10 of them in like a second because of thirst, right? When they're all without water for like 4 days, they're all on the brink of death. So we lost almost every single beaver just a little bit ago, not that long ago. And now we're trying to recover numbers. We have 5 beavers, adults, 1 baby. That's why I was trying to get these like queued up to drop a new baby. I might even want to do this one now. I'm just really worried about our numbers. At some point, they do die of old age. So that's part of the concern. Oh, look, at least now we have this 2 deep reservoir here. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. Osiris seeing themselves back into the pungeon for, what'd you say? That really is hard mode in the beginning, just water. Yeah, that's what it seems like. You took many tries before you got it nailed down. That's fair. What does Osiris say? Get close to popping out a baby, but not during the drought? Need to get the timing of pumping and pulling out right. Yep. You definitely need to time it right. Also, seriously, y'all, that is not an effective method of birth control. Please do not. Please do not. Please do not. Please be smart. Please be smart. What did I just hear? You heard me. You know, just reading chat. Chat's feeling a little spicy today. There goes our crops. So let's unpause these and have harvest happen. On all the kohlrabi you can harvest, that you can possibly harvest. We're out of water, but we have 240, so that might help a little bit. All right, let's pause these. We did have 1 baby. Lob, enjoy the work lurks. No worries, friend. I hope it goes smoothly for you. Educational stream, exactly. Is crying with laughter. Hey, Doji, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Speaking of lurky lovelies, let me clear through some of my channel point redemption queue because I said hi to all of you. At least I'm pretty sure. Yep. Good stuff. All right, so now we have 6 adult beavers. Ooh, we have another science machine. Good. We have an inventor to do all the inventing while we're dying. It's good. It's fine. Everything's great. How many days between birth and death? I don't know. I'm wondering if I need to unpause these to survive. We'll unpause the one that's low. We'll keep some of them running, I guess. I was trying not to have the additional mouths to give water to, but also it's like... But then if they all die of old age and we have no beavers, that's also a problem. And we have 1 child right now. That's it. What do you call beaver kids? Are they kids? Kit? Are they called kits? What's a kit? Kit's some animal as a kid. I don't know which one, though. I'm all right. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for being here. All right is fair. Okay, I'm gonna pause this one. No, they put the water in it already. All right, we're gonna have a new baby be born. Because one died of old age. As discussed, I'm a little concerned about not having enough kids to like keep the population going. Because the kids won't do any work. So now we have 3 kids with 5 adults. So that feels a little better. Just in case. Kit, same as rabbits. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was... if I was making that up. I'm not good with those, like, specialty words. I'm not as good with those. I'm not good with a lot of words, but I'm definitely not good with the specialty words that are like this animal and that animal. Baby foxes are also kits. Nice. I'm sure baby foxes are real cute. But also not like an animal you'd want to hang out with, you know? Right? Aren't foxes like... well, they're obviously like wild animals, but aren't they like little predators? Fox families are super loud. Foxes like scream. We saw an animal in the forest in the back of our house, and I was like, is that a fox? And then I heard like it screaming, and then I looked up what foxes sound like, and I was like, yep, I saw a fox, because it was like running in a distance, you know. You have a family of them that hang out in your garden? Oh, they probably make so much noise. All right, 3 babies. One grown-up. 5 grown-ups, I mean. 1 pod on. That's what I'm trying to say. 4 days. But we have 175 water. We actually might be okay. It's what Squid said. Fewer mouths to feed, right? Fewer mouths to give water to makes the 200 water go a lot further. So I actually, we might be okay with this go round. We do really need to get more water, though. Foxes are cat software on dog hardware. Says 2-bit on YouTube. Very loud and are habitual markers, so they smell like whiz. And it's very pungent. Oh, good. Yeah, they're cute from a distance. How about that? They're great from a distance. Let's just keep our distance. All right, I'm getting rid of the cassava one. I'm going to pause the kohlrabi one, too, because we're not even doing that right now. Like, you might as well be doing science or something. 75 planks seems good. Wood production's probably pretty fine right now. They are collecting some wood from over there. We could also collect the wood from over here, because it's far away. This has been built, which is really great. We just need water to flow. I also wish we had more. Maybe we build another one. What if, hear me out, we get rid of these berry bushes, because we're not doing anything with them anyway. And we consider, like, making the reservoir, like, way bigger and bringing it down to here or something. Maybe even all the way down here. And then we move the water pump, like, there. And we pump into the reservoir. Now, that's going to require a lot of logs. Especially if we're building it with levees. But I think that's the best move. We don't need those stairs anymore, so I'm going to get rid of them. If we wanted to, we could put stairs down in the section where we won't have the reservoir thing going. That way it's just like they can pick up this. Lob says, 2-bit, if you come to Twitch, I will give you a sub. Come hang out if you wanna. That's very nice of you, Chaos Lobster, for sure. Of course, if 2-bit would like to continue chatting via YouTube, that's welcomed. Whatever your preference, but yeah, we're very welcoming over on Twitch for sure. Lob, you're super sweet. Thank you, friend. Very kind, but no thanks. Lost my account years ago. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I figured that some folks really only YouTube, and that's part of the reason I decided to start multi-streaming. Just because it does have like a bit of a broader community, and it's good to kind of like, I don't know. It's good for me to diversify, right? It's good for me to put out content on more than one platform, if possible. And there's a lot of platforms I really don't like. So Twitch and YouTube it is. But yeah, no, I don't mind reading out your messages either, so that folks can be included in the conversation. Lob just liked your joke. Yeah, me too. And it's nice, you know, a little chatter over on YouTube can be welcoming to other folks. So that can also be really good. I think we did it, y'all. It's 0.1 days and we got 97 water left. Look at us go. Look at us go. I'm going to turn back on 2 of the water pumps just because as soon as this water starts flowing, I want water. Flow for me. Flow for me. There's the water. I wonder if we just like block off the water over here. I don't know. Guess it's not really a problem. Wow. So if I... Hold on. If I did... If I filled all of this with water... well, I guess we would demolish these if we wanted it to fill through there. But basically, if I let water flow in here, this would all be water. Oh. We just would have to block it right there. That's interesting. So if you blocked it right here, you could let this water flow into here, and then this would all be clean water too, making even more of the grounds hydrated. Right now, I don't know. We don't have that many beavers, so we'll see. Let's get our things going. A lot of the berries dried out. That's fine. We can plant berries. So what I think I would rather do is I'd rather have a small batch of berry bushes like over here, where we had the coffee before. And then, can I copy? Is there a copy? I don't think so. And then a berry collector over here to collect the berries. We just need some berries. Then we could eventually get rid of all this or not worry about it. I would like to get rid of at least some of it, but... Oh, crops. Cassava! Kohlrabi, I mean. Do the kohlrabi. Let's prioritize kohlrabi. No available workers in district, that's fair. We can lower the priority on hauling so we can get another one doing this, maybe, farming. We're at 200 water again, so that's great. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raise the height on this a little bit and even more on this one. So this starts to fill up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we have a lot more water in there. I would like to move one of our water pumps, like, immediately. Or maybe even have an extra water pump right now. And then storage. How much water storage do we have? Because I think we could use more water storage too. I do like having the water storage on the dried out land, but I also like having one very close to the pump. It's kind of a dilemma because that means shortest distance for hauling it out, but also it can be really good to have some in the more central part of your district anyway. We're up to 9 and 2. We're up to 9 and 2. Time to walk the doggo. Enjoy, Darl. No copy yet. Hopefully they'll add it. Yeah, that would be really nice. They have added some nice stuff, so maybe we'll see that in the future. Same with, like, I was talking about maybe some more overlays. Maybe we'll get a few more overlays. All right, we're going even higher on this just to really back up the water here. I could deconstruct one of the other pumps, but if our population gets big enough, we might just want them, so I might not deconstruct any of them. And just like pause the ones I don't think we should be using. But I would like one in this since it'll be a deeper reservoir. Let's make one here. This is good. So we have 5 empty jobs, which presumably are... let's pause forestry. Which presumably have a lot to do with the science here. That's 3 of them. And then this is 1 job, 2 jobs in the haulers. We are cutting trees. So we're cutting trees here and over here. I think we could pause that one if we want. For now, we have 300 wood. 348 water. That's awesome. We do have 1 hauler. I'll take it. I'll take it. Uh-oh. Okay, 3 days until bad tide. So obviously this is already closed off, which is great. Part of me just kind of wants to close it off completely like that instead. Because I'm not actually using a floodgate on it.
Guppy and Dragon just used a power-up for 100 bits.
That's right. The spicy water's incoming. Guppian, thank you so heckin' much for the 100 bits and for the extra large FGS sip. That's right. You know I love the FG emotes. Some of my absolute favorite emotes on the whole platform. Thank you for the support, Guppian. Yeah, the spicy water should be okay. I was just thinking about it. So the spicy water is going to come down out of our water source, but we're going to close these floodgates and open this one, which should let it run out this way. Nope, sorry. This way. That's not what I want, is it? It's not going to run out anywhere. We would need to get rid of that right there for it to actually flow out. So where does it flow out when we get the bad tide? Out this way. It's got to be. Okay, so the bad tide will flow out that way into the bad tide water over there. And, ooh. Do we do this here? Or do we do it on... Maybe I do it on the other side. Because here we have... I do kind of like that all that water is flowing that way. I'm canceling. I'm changing my mind. How many people play this game, and how many of you change your mind constantly with what you want to do? Because Because that's a little bit of like, I'm like, wait, am I going to go this way? Am I going to go this way? I think we should do a floodgate instead so we can allow water to flow into that area because I think that's great. Okay, we'll do that. And then... It doesn't even have to be a... You know, I'm just going to do stairs. It's cheaper. It's easier. We don't actually have to get to the other side because we can get to the other side over here. So let's just do stairs right there. And have them work on building that there for future bad tides to not flow all the way in here and all the way down here. But we can let the bad tide water go that way now. It's just going to poison all this land that eventually we'll probably expand onto. Okay, so... Our water storage is full, which means these need to be built ASAP. I'm going to pause one of the pumps. Please build these. I just need them to do these two as a high priority, so I think it'll be fine. What do you mean our water storage is full? It's not. Look at these. Why weren't you pumping? Oh, because the storage of the thing is full. Okay, let's get haulers on a higher priority. Okay, close this. Close this. Close this. Close this. I wish this wasn't a dam because it's going to let some of the water flow down. We can work on that later when we double this up. Let's also, for the crops, let's not do the crops at the edge for right now, just in case we are going to bring the reservoir down. I don't know if we are, but we might. Okay, pause pumping for me for just a little bit. All right, so bad tide. The bad tide comes out of your water sources. So I have blocked it off so that way we maintain clean water over here, but it will be going for 9 days. Once again, bad tide, like kind of a long time, right? So we got to be careful not to run out of the water that is in these reservoirs. We could pump here, but I'm just trying to run down some of our water supply first because, yeah. I change my mind constantly, in-game and out-game. Okay, that makes me feel better. Don't play this game, but I'm chronically indecisive. That makes me feel better. Yeah. Because I feel like, oh, thank you, MJ, for making sure the points get recorded. I definitely feel like when I'm trying to do designs, and one of the things that makes this game so amazing is the way you can design different builds, and you can stack things on top of each other, and you can do different decoration and everything else. It's part of what makes this game awesome. It's part of the challenge, though, too, because if I keep changing my mind, I am constantly like, how do I want to do it? How many options do I have? What are the best options? For constructing, like, the power, sometimes I will have a very in-depth construction to get power because there's, if y'all haven't seen it, there's, like, gravity batteries. So you want a gravity battery to be high up, so that way it gets the most, that it'll store the most power, the higher up it is. But then you have to connect that gravity battery somehow to your power source via like these vertical shafts or whatever. So it can be really interesting. It can be complicated. It can be really interesting. when you build the various structures to get power to and from your buildings. If you didn't see it, you could definitely check out my like folktales run on my YouTube, because the VODs are over there. They're not going in the water right now, are they? Don't build this. This is for later, so we won't have the bad tide running through here, because then all of this on the other side would be fertile, which would be really nice. I would also like to work towards metals, so let's go ahead and unlock scavenger flag. We have our first area to collect metal scrap from. It's all the way over here. And then in terms of storage, I'm pretty sure it's the industrial pile where you store the scrap metal. So we're going to do one of those there. Then we're going to want another industrial pile, like over here, for metal. For now, just making 2 very small storage options. And then where are we going to smelt it? Probably not here. That's part of the problem, right? So we could... Technically, we could bring water or power over, up and over. And then the smelter would go there. Are these built to high priority? No. Do I want them working on it? Sure, if you're bored. Then we have the resources. We have 7 babies and 11 adults. That's great. I'm going to pause breeding pods for right now just because of 7 babies. 7 babies. All right, we're going to switch this one to cassavas and go up to 2 workers because we have 1 worker looking for a job, which is like, excuse me, you're looking for a job right now? Unemployed? Are you kidding me? I'll get another hauler as well as making sure that we have double farmers. How's our berry supply? We have 124 berries. Oh, there's someone working here. Don't work here yet. Are you collecting chestnuts? No, we're not growing chestnuts. We're good. Look at these berries. MJ with 18 million. P. Noiboy with 17.5 million. Rith with 15.5. Tigger with 12 million. Commander UD, Gamer Plane, and Anais all in the 10 million range. And we have Chaos Lobster with 7 million, Zool with 6.7, and Fire Lynn with 6.7. A lot of people very close to each other in these scores, but like honestly, it's like crazy boatloads of berries. So you're all incredible. Like a Night Dweller, not even in the top, but you have 3 million berries. That's so many. Lab Monkey, what did you just miss? What did you miss? Hi, Lab Monkey. Oh, the heist. We didn't heist yet. We're going to. We were just talking about how many berries people have. Complimenting the berries of the folks. Because, you know, it's the last day of the month. And if you don't know, the last day of the month means that the berry counter is going to be reset. At the end of every month, I reset our berries and I give away a VIP badge to the top berries holders. I give 2 VIP badges because this is the system that we landed on. And 2 makes the most sense right now. And yeah, so if you don't know, you could get a VIP badge in my channel via hanging out and playing the chat games. It's one of the ways that you can get a VIP badge. And I personally think it's really heckin' cool. The folks that spend so much time here that they get a VIP badge from playing chat games. All right, let's get a... How'd you get contaminated? You went down these stairs, didn't you? Even though I told you not to. I didn't really tell them not to, I don't think. So I kind of caused that, didn't I? I think they'll be fine. I don't have antidote. Antidote. Decontamination pod. Requires haulers. Extract. How do I make extract again? Let's look at water. This. Centrifuge. Requires 200 HP. Yeah. You're just gonna have to try getting better on your own. I can't afford to get you better. I don't have the power to get you feeling better, so... Definitely not creepy. Finally a place where I'm rewarded for being a creepy lurker. No. It's not creepy lurking when you're lurking on Twitch. I think it's what you're kind of supposed to do. Lurk on Twitch. At least that's what I do. All right. Heck, how are we doing? Well, right now, I really need to pee. That's how I'm doing. I think that we'll be going on break here in a minute anyway. So I might just, like, kind of get it going a little bit earlier than normal. Let's get them connected over here. We could move the pumps since we're not pumping right now. We could move them. I'm just thinking that if we want to make this reservoir bigger with a floodgate, like where we would end it, and I'm thinking we might end it right there. So it's gonna be kind of big, but like bring it all the way here. And then where's like the narrowest point, right? Because this is kind of a lot. Maybe here. That's not bad. Could be worse, could be better. So then we would enclose the reservoir there, and it would hopefully bring enough water to like keep the kohlrabies growing, even if the cassavas happen to dry out on the other side. Kiri, hi! Thank you so much for the raid. How was the brand new Against the Storm DLC? Is it awesome? How are the bats?
I want to edit it.
Do they have cool stuff?
I want to play it. I want to live it. I don't want to live it.
Don't live it. Don't live it. Raiders, if you do not know me, hi, I'm Ilana Rama. I am a teammate of 2D Kiri's, a member of Halcyon Frequency and the Twitch Women's Guild, and I am pretty obsessed with RimWorld. I do play a lot of RimWorld on my channel. I do call myself a RimWorld Plus streamer. But in general, I really love colony management games and in-depth complex management games. Against the Storm is a game that I love very much, and I have like, I don't know, like almost 150 hours in it. I very much enjoy that game, and I hope that you all had a really great stream. I know you had a good time hanging out with Kiri because she's the best. Kiri, I appreciate you very much, friend. Thank you so much for the support. Dasmish, hello. Kansley, how's it going? Oterig, hi. It's very good to see all of you. ATS is awesome, but I don't know about the bats. My profile level isn't high enough. Oh no. I was wondering when you said the level 11 thing, and I was like, I don't know what that has to do with, like, I didn't know what it had to do with things, so I didn't want to, like, because I figured you had already talked about it, and so I was just kind of like, oh, but that's too bad. The game is great though, and Kiri was playing it with the Twitch integration, which is a fun time. We've done that as well. We're doing some Timberborn. I didn't know what to play today, and Thursday, I'm kind of not supposed to play RimWorld. Like, it's kind of supposed to be my non-RimWorld day, whereas Monday, Wednesday, I can definitely play RimWorld. So I was trying to do something different, feeling a little bit doing something different today. And we've just recently, for the first time ever, I finished the monument for the Folk Tales faction. The really big monument. The one just like this one that requires tons of resources and is kind of like... the only way you get an end game screen in this game. So I wanted to see if I could also get that end game screen with the Iron Teeth faction. But because I like hard games, I decided to try to do it on hard mode. We've almost died numerous times. Even just today, we almost died of thirst during a really long drought. YouTube workshop. Yes. It seems like that YouTube workshop has been really cool. Go get it. Learn the things. Thank you again. Everyone, make sure you're following Tudikiri. If you're not already following her, which I assume you are if you're here, but if you're not already following her, please make sure you go give her a follow. I absolutely love starting my day hanging out in her channel, and everyone over there is just super awesome. You will not regret any time spent with Tudikiri. And Raiders, if you haven't seen it because Kiri is so lovely and happens to raid a bunch, then maybe I don't always show a raid video. And because of that, I'm going to show one today. I'm going to show you a raid video that maybe gives you a little bit of an introduction to what it's like to hang out on my channel. And if you're not following Kiri, now's the perfect time to go give her a follow.
Hi, I'm Ilana.
So we could just like awkwardly sit here.
Heck, I just want to play more RimWorld.
For the love of RimWorld!
Come down here and melee attack these.
What do you mean, unicorn? Do it, y'all. I think that I'm done with all the heckin' onesies.
Ella now won, yay.
I'm gonna say it's amazing always.
So, although I have seen shrubbery.
Butter! Here we go. Ready? It is little Ilana dolls armed with spears defending the PC from Emo's experiments.
Little chaos attacks. Cause he's so sweet.
I don't even care. I'm like, yeah, attack me. Yeah, attack me. I just snorted so loud. Look who came to visit. While the raid video is playing, he's not a baby anymore. He's not a baby anymore. Yeah. Still July for me. Correct, Anise. Yep, well, I'll reset it after today's stream. So you still have today for burying. Well, it'll be, you can bury next stream too, but it'll just be reset. He's here, look at him. He's cute. Okay, back to game. Yeah, sometimes I don't show the raid videos as much with the Halcyon folks because they're awesome with raiding. You know, my teammates are very supportive and incredible like that. But the viewers might not all be familiar, so we'll do a little raid video this time. I very much appreciate Kiri rating once again. I know she's lurky, but that's super cool. She's super cool. We have 2 contaminated adults right now, which, like, I think that they're just contaminated until I get the decontamination pod and the antidote. Are we making metal? No. Oh, almost. Bad tide's over. The bad tide. Look. Get out of here, yucky water. Get out of here, you yucky water. Okay, so now the bad yucky water is gonna wash away. Let's have it wash away the other way. Maybe I do want clean water to wash this way. Yeah, let's have clean water wash through there. We need to get this, like, this is kind of a problem, right? Because it gets, like, blocked up in here. So it's better if you can put your floodgate at, like, the edge so you won't have this little bit. That said, once this is clean, I'll open it and a tiny little bit of yucky water will flood in, and that's it. It'll be fine. Let's let some of the water flow from here, from these reservoirs, because our crops are dying. There we go. Rehydrate those crops. Thank you. But not so much that it spills out. Just rehydrate. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're still alive right now. This is so good. So awesome. Hello, new anonymous friend. Yes, hello, anonymous followers. Thank you for being anonymous followers. I keep them anonymous because I like lurking on Twitch, and I don't want people to feel like they're being called out of lurks. But I do try to respond to messages in chat, you know? Alistair, how you doing? I saw Alistair up there. There's Alistair. Managed to reach Maxwell being last time on normal mode. Wow. Is there achievement for Maxwell being? Please tell me more. Are there achievements? Tell me I'm a teammate of 2D Curies without telling me I'm a teammate of 2D Curies. When I met Curie for the first time in person and we became friends and then I joined Halcyon Frequency, I had only perfected like 1, maybe 2 games on Steam. I currently sit at like 11 or 12. The influence of the achievement hunting is real. It's very real. I'm like, oh, achievements. That's fun. Let's do that. We are coming up into that break, and I do really need a break. So I am going to take a break. Breaks are really important. I stream like 8 hours on my stream days. I work a long time on those days. So it's really important that I get up, that I stretch, that I get rehydrated, and that I run to the bathroom because I have to go pee. So we're going to do some words on stream, and whoever's at the top will get some berries, okay? And I'll be back in a couple minutes. Curious, the best kind of influence. I think achievement hunting is a great way to give you like direction and drive in games. I'm super down for that bad influence, if that's the bad influence. All right, enjoy words. I'll be back in a bit. And just a reminder, if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, this is for Twitch accounts and it won't work in the YouTube chat. You can scan the QR code and log in with your Twitch account, or you can just take a break, and when you get back, we'll be back. You know, the spiel. All right, I'm back. After this round, we'll return to our teetering on the brink of death run in Timberborn. All right, congratulations, Rith. What the heck? 69 nice. Do y'all do that on purpose? This is not the only... Oh. 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 I forgot. You can do it now. Thank you, Lab Monkey. You can do it now. Heist. You can heist now. And Rith got first place overall. MJ in second place overall with 42. Very nice. I forgot to turn the heist on before we went on break. It's not that big of a deal because the heist cooldown is less than 2 hours in case I do this. So we will be able to do it on the next break. But yeah. Oops. And thank you for drawing my attention to it. Also, good job, Pinoy Boy. And everyone gets a bunch of berries for being active in chat in the last 10 minutes. AKA, if you tried in words or said welcome back or join the heist right now or any of that. All right. Y'all. I might have just gotten something in my email. Because, like, I saw that Kiri was playing, and I was like, oh, new DLC Against the Storm. And guess what Hooded Horse just sent me? Was it spam? I get lots of spam. No, it was a key to the Against the Storm DLC from Hooded Horse. Yeah. Definitely not spam. Yep, spam. No. Yum. Oh, you said yum spam. No. This is very welcome. Yeah, they're amazing. This is so cool. Okay. We're going to keep Timberborning for at least a little bit, but we have a big stream ahead of us. So what say you that maybe like later we place him Against the Storm and the brand new DLC? Yeah, fried spam. Yeah, fried spam. I could get behind fried spam. I've had it like once. It's not my favorite thing. I'm a little bit like picky about meat textures. But I can understand. I can understand. If they're telling you that they want to transfer money to your bank account from a bank in Nigeria, don't believe them. Yeah, no, I know. There's I actually get some weird emails that like sound like sponsorship proposals, but they are suspicious. The company that they're talking about doesn't really seem like legitimate. Their email address doesn't really match like what they're saying. Like there's stuff like that, like as content creators that we have to like weed through in our business email, for sure. And then there's lots of like, hey, this is our game and we think you should play it. Which I get. Hello? It's time to let the water flow. We're gonna let this yucky water flow directly out all the way. So that way our pumps and stuff can work. We're not pumping anything right now, but we need to be. So let's get this bad tide that is there to flow through. This is what I'm saying, like, by blocking it here, we won't have any backed up here. Although there will still be backup there. but you can let it flow out that way. I don't know. I just think it'll work. Okay, clean water is going. So let's pump. I'm so excited. Okay. I also love Timberborn. This game was gifted to me by a community member in, like, I think the first year I was streaming. I think it was like one of the first game keys I was given from someone in the community too. And given how much I've played this game, I remember who it is. I just don't always want to, like, embarrass people. I don't know. Anyway, given how much I've played this game, I think that they made a really good choice. This was a very good suggestion for me. How many hours do I have in Timberborn right now? 140. Yeah, I'm actually close to 140 hours. I probably just hit 140 hours. Fentel, how you doing? Oh, the people selling channel art. Yep. But that's also a lot of, like, Discord spam, too. I don't get as much of that in my email inbox, which is good. But I do get a lot of people that want to tell me all the ways that my content could be better if I just paid them. And I'm like, thing about content creation is I don't make enough to pay you. Right? I do a lot of this stuff myself to keep my expenses low, and I think it's a good way to do it. So, yeah, no, yeah. I think you have some of those turned the wrong way. Wait. Black Monkey? Which ones? What do you mean turn the wrong way? Help? We're playing hard mode, yep. We're still playing hard mode, Fentel. I think you were here when we did the first stream of it. Is our smelter going? Not yet. Why not? Planks. Because we're not making planks. Okay. Let's get those jobs filled. Good. Hard mode's been hard. They mean the dams are not lined up. Correct. They are not. But that's okay. Did the heist get stuck? It does take 10 minutes. Might still be going. How you doing, Jerry Mondu? Yeah, we need to talk about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, Commander UD, for sure. Okay, I'm just catching up a little, or trying to. That's so exciting. I'm so excited. Okay, we're definitely playing Against the Storm in the second half of the stream. That's super cool. I really like that game. Against the Storm was also, like, Hooded Horse gave me a key to Against the Storm, like, a long time ago. They're very supportive of content creators, and you love to see it, you know? You should have received something in the mail. Lab Maggie, is it something that I still need to fix? Yeah, it takes a while for people to enter. So you can still enter the heist if you haven't entered. If you happen to be lurky, heist, exclamation heist puts 500 berries into the heist. Exclamation heist all puts up to 300,000 your total berries. See, speaking of things that I did myself, like, I learned so much cool stuff by learning Firebot. Right? Like, Firebot's super cool, and I've had so much fun with doing that myself. Yeah. We like Firebot. MJ, heisting. Okay. Okay. I'm upset. I'm upset that there's a bad tide right now. Okay, let's pause. Pause 2 of them right now. Okay, let's cut trees. And do forestry. I guess I could pause. I'm gonna pause 1 breeding pod right now. Not 10 days? I'm upset. I'm upset. 10 days.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
This run is doomed. This run has been doomed. Sorry, I touched my mic. But no matter what, it's been a good learning experience for trying hard mode again. And with this run of hard mode going the way it is, I feel like it's hard mode now. Like, I don't know that I'm gonna go back. I want to beat it on hard mode. I want to beat it on hard mode. Oh no, y'all. Lucky few. That's not a good answer. Rith, Sarah Nodox, MP Noiboy. Congratulations, you 3. The lucky few. No panicking. No panicking. Did you bring your towel? Do you have your towel? Okay, panic a little. Okay, panic a little. Contamination! I forgot to open this one, so it didn't have anywhere to overflow. MJ, did you see that before I saw that? Ilana Tryhard Rama. Heck. It's fine. We still have 2 contaminated beavers. Did we get the medical pod? No. Let's go ahead and spend the research on it, even though I'm gonna guess that without the antidote, it doesn't do anything. But we're gonna try and make it anyway, because I think we should try to make it anyway. Do you not have power? You don't have anyone working here. It's just a little bit of bad water in my clean water. That's no problem at all. Uh-huh. Oh, boy. All mine, not sharing? Oh. The first panic was for the losing. Oh, yeah. The heist also was rough. That was rough. All right, let's pause this. We got 7 days and 300 water. That's not that bad. I don't think we're making enough power. Do we need a 4th person? Let's put a 4th person on it. Let's... we still have cassavas to ferment. Let's keep doing it. We actually don't have storage for fermented cassavas. Look at how full it is. What's in here? Kohlrabies. What if I do something? Not that. Definitely not that. What did I just hit? There we go. What if I do something like this? And then I put the fermented cassavas there. And there's a path that goes down and around like this. That looks nice. And then you need stairs that go up. And since this is like a storage area anyway, we could do an industrial and a storage spot there too. And even like that. Look at all this storage. All right, so regular uncooked cassavas back there. The big one, fermented cassavas. This, a little bit more berries storage. This, scrap metal. Actually, metal. This, I don't know. Algae. Should we do water crops? That could be fun. Algae rations. Corn rations. They don't sound good. Why did you have to call them rations? I wonder where you grow mushrooms. I don't know. I don't know what that one's gonna be. I don't see mushrooms. What does the mangrove produce? The mangrove has something harvestable. That's interesting. It's a tree. So it's forestry, but it has to be in water. That's very interesting. Yeah, I need to get terraforming going. I need to get bad tide, explosives, and dynamite. So we can get some clean water down like an irrigation channel. And then this up here will be fine. Somewhere to irrigate the back of our trees, basically. 3.2 days on the bad tide. Let's pump from over here. The deeper one that has some water. I don't really know. I think we're gonna run out of water, but I think I don't know. Meatloaf, how you doing? Sarah, thank you for feeding me berries. They have coffee though. They do have coffee, but I couldn't make it yet. Oh, Food Factory is where you make the rations. Okay. Hydroponics garden. That's right. I do remember that now. Cultivates plants not suited for open air farming. Other things can be built on top. Does it need to go in the water? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, there goes our water. Oh, boy. mean, we could pump this, but it's like bad water. It's 2 days. Y'all can survive 2 days. We have 2 days. We have 83 water, and we have 24 beavers. So you each get 2 to 3 water a day. 2 waters a day? No, 1 to 2 waters a day. You don't get very much water, is what I'm trying to say. What happened here? Yeah, we don't have the extract. Okay. Heck. So extract is under the water tab. In order to decontaminate these ones, we need 600 science for the centrifuge to make extract. We also need 250 science for the bad water pump. So we need to be doing more science than we currently are. Good. Oh, gosh. I mean, we could try pumping there. Leaving for home sounds good. MJ, we'll see you when you get home. Enjoy lurks. In their defenses, babies, they grow in a vat being fed extract. Not exactly the best culinary education. No. The babies get fed berries. Oh, my chat overlay is like in not a great spot. The babies get fed berries. It's one of the things that makes the Iron Teeth so awesome. Is we're just feeding them berries. We're making beavers out of berries. That's how that works in this game. You turn berries into beavers. Isn't the other vat using extract? The decontamination one. You decontaminate them with extract. Yeah. That pod, yeah. Perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. It's the same thing you use to make explosives. So obviously it decontaminates you. Berries equal beavers. Correct, Pinoy boy. Correct. All right, let's go ahead and let the bad tide flow. And let's get water. Just a little poisonous water flowing through. Don't worry about it. We'll just flush it out of here. Flush it out of here. Flush out that yucky water. Please flush out the yucky water. All right, we should be okay. See, it's starting to look clean now. Now it's definitely looking clean. Good. Actually, maybe I should let that flow a little bit longer before I do that. Oh, a little surge. Okay, very exciting. So, water's coming back. We're refilling our water supply already. We didn't die. And we're going to turn on some more breeding pods. We're going to unpause berries. It might be time to get rid of this one. I think I'm going to get rid of these. I would rather be doing crops here, like proper crops. I know. It's like blasphemy to be like, berries. But actually in the game, the only thing that I want berries for is the breeding pods. Otherwise, they're not really great. for food.
Chaos Lobster gifted a tier 1 subscription to Telly Arthur.
Lob, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Helen Artho. Thank you for the heckin' support and for sharing all the subscriber benefits with Helen. Did I miss a message? I'm like, did I miss something? Maybe not. Thank you for just gifting that sub. That's great. Oh, no. Okay. Wow, thank you for being creepy. Lob, thank you so much for the heckin' support and for sharing all the subscriber benefits with a lovely person in the community. Random act of kindness. I know. Imagine just being kind randomly. Who does that? Unfortunately, not enough people. Lob, thank you for being one of those people that does. All right, we're gonna build these, and then during the next drought, we'll move water pumps, maybe.
Imagine.
I know, imagine. Imagine being one of those awesome people. That's just cool. Okay. The thing is, the cycle with hard mode feels like you never really get out of it, but that's why you gotta like resume pumping like immediately. You gotta get all that water as soon as you can. And we're gonna kind of start flowing the water in? Flooding the water in? I don't know. Do I want this one to be? I want the water to flow. So maybe I'll keep these ones down for now. Because it does feel like because there's other paths it will take. Oh, that's right. Here, this will help. Force the water to flow this way instead of this way. Okay. I figured it out. I forgot and then I remembered. I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. You started to download Timberborn. It's reporting the download. Started at 10:40 and finished at 10:41. Whoa. I have my downloads throttled, so mine definitely can't do that. But I just wonder if it's unthrottled, if it just like was really fast. I don't know. There's also a few berries over here. Let's just put a berry collector right there, just to collect those whenever they do happen to pop up. And then this berry collector, I'm gonna increase the priority on because food is kind of a problem right now. We could do another farmer, but as soon as they harvest all of this, we'll have a decent amount of food. Okay, let's pause planks. Maybe someone will come work at gears? Or smelting? Okay, I'll just make them go there. Sure. And then let's resume the scrap collector, the metal scrap collector. Let's pause this lumberjack because it's just really far away and we have another one working over here. No goods selected. I know, I'm not really sure what I want to put in those. At least not yet. Mignams sounds good. Enjoy. Yeah, we have 0.1 days until the bad water's here. It's almost here. It's almost here. Oh. Okay. Close that. Open this one this time. Close this. Close this. Close this. Close this. Stop all the water from flowing. Keep our good water. Get a little bit more of that good water, real quick. Okay, close it. Close it. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, let's pause pumping. Maybe everywhere. I might even deconstruct these ones. I want them to build this. So let's try to get them to build that one while we're in this bad tide drought. 12.6 days. I was limited by the download speed rather than the install speed. NVMe drives our class. Yeah, that's wild. The install speed. Mass Effect that's exciting. I've heard a lot of awesome things about folks that have played through it. The various games. This is so exciting. Okay, one, we're recovering in Timberborn from what I was sure was our doom. And two, we're gonna check out the new DLC. Which I'm also really excited about. The new DLC for Against the Storm. Doom! Brewdog, how you doing? Good day to you. Things are good. Yeah, things are pretty good. I definitely can't complain. Yeah. I got a lot of good things that to be happy about. Let's say. Food's okay now that we've done a big harvest. And we've collected a lot of berries. I am going to pause the baby making a little bit. Because we are in a bad tide. Which means we're just not getting a lot of fresh water right now. We're going to do a little bit of pumping again. 2 of our pumps are going to turn back on. Just 2. One person looking for a job, so I'm going to put them at wood cutting up there. Going to pause this one. And lower priority on this, but higher than research. Okay, good. We're researching a good bit, so we can probably get the bad deep water pump now. And where's our reliable source of bad water? Like down here would probably be the best place to do it. Because it's really close to us, while also being fairly consistently bad water. I think it is always bad water here. Let's lower the priority on building this, though. Because I want them to build this other stuff first. All right, there we go. I see our path is now available. Okay. I keep wanting to copy them. You see what I mean? That would be nice. So what are we doing? We are making a... Not there. We're going to be making a new double floodgate area here. I don't think they're going to be able to use the path inside. If anything, we'd have to build new stairs. That's fine, though. We're going to make a double floodgate, and we're going to dam it in and make it so they have a big reservoir here. And it's going to be really great. Something like that. Okay. And as for the access, if they need access, I can add it. But why are these two on? Oh, because they're new. That's why. Heck. It's fine. I just didn't want them to be on. It's fine. It just isn't fine. But it's fine. But it's not fine. I actually slept well last night. Woo, wait. Too well. I lost half my morning. Yeah, that's fair, Chow. It's good to hear that you got some good rest. I slept deeply, even though my sleep was short. I slept really deeply, so I felt really well rested this morning. Given that. Yeah. I guess we technically don't have to get rid of these ones that are still berries. We could harvest a few more berries if that's all the food we have right now, I guess. But then I would like to, I think, plant probably more kohlrabi. The other ones we have to ferment. The cassava, in order to be edible, has to be fermented. So it's just a bigger endeavor. The canola, I think, has to be processed. The corn gets processed. The eggplant gets processed. So yeah, unless we're trying to process it, the best options are... So I'm gonna build this. Just build this. Seven days. Okay, I'm gonna resume pumping in this one. We gotta pump some water. But I think we'll be okay, probably. Only one decontaminated now. Did the other decontaminated one die? Not counting a quick trip to the bathroom at 6. I slept till 10:45. Went to bed around 1. Oh, wow. That's super nice. Yeah, you're used to getting 6 and you got 10. Sounds like a much needed catch-up day, Chow. So when this is done, we could get rid of this barrier here. Or make it a bridge. We could reclaim the resources there. So that means I do think I'm going to want to have some kind of staircase down. We'll just do this. There we go. And this is going to be too deep to plant anything, but technically this would be a really nice place for aquatic crops because it's 1 deep, it's already enclosed, and it's got a nice big area here in the middle. So if we wanted to do aquatic crops, that's probably where I would do it. Let's drop some water here, please. Even just a little. Okay, there we go. Just keep those crops hydrated. So nothing bad happens. We're collecting the little bit of berries that's available over here. Yeah, I think more crops is a good idea. We have a lot of mouths to feed. I mean, it was actually nice and cool last night, so I'm very grateful for easy. Yeah, I was commenting earlier that it felt really lovely this morning. It's been so hot, and then this morning, taking Minnie to his daycare, his school, was oh wait, it's actually nice out right now? 65 degrees Fahrenheit, beautiful temperature, you know? I was just and part of it is because it rained, so the humidity dropped, I think like some of the air, the moisture that was in the air finally got to, like released as rain. And like it just felt like such a, yeah, it just felt really nice. How is our scrap? We have 40 scrap metal, which means our scrap metal stockpile is just full. So let's stop collecting scrap because there's no point. I'm going to pause all the water pumps, focus on getting some science maybe instead right now. I'm going to turn on a breeding pod. I'm going to ask them to make more gears right now. Frankly, I kind of want more planks too. They all stopped working. Okay, it's fine. How many beds do I have free? Only 4 free beds, but we still have some free beds, so that's good. 1 contaminated beaver. I'm pretty sure they're just living out their life contaminated because I haven't done anything with the contamination. This is, I think, ready to be built. We'll pause this berry collector because unless I see berries here, there's no point in doing it. You can collect wood from over here. Oh. Well, I'm glad I sent the water down here before it all evaporated. There's 3.6 days. Our trees are dried out, but our crops are not. Oh. I spoke too soon. You can do about this, which is a fluid dump. I wasn't really planning on spending the resources on it right now, but we can. And you pick the spot, whatever spot it is that you want to be dumping into. I want it to be as close to my crops as possible, so I think actually right here at the end is perfectly fine. And we're going to build it, and we're going to make it a high priority. We're going to dump water, not bad water. I don't know why you would dump bad water. Yeah, Talon, good to see you. Yes, enjoy. Sure, sure. Bring me out a lurk, pesky lobster. It's very good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for being your lovely lurky self. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about today. Ooh. We're already doing it. Let's get some bad water stored. Oh. I see. Canola oil right here is what you use to make food in the food factory. Let's see. Food factory. Canola oil. Eggplants and algae, I think. Use canola oil. All right, so our crops are not completely dead right now because of this. Dumping some water. I don't want to dump too much water, though. Maybe we'll just do a little. Just like that. That's not going to be enough. We'll do more tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to pause the breeding pods again just because water is getting a little scarce. Okay, pause that. It's intense, right? Like, we don't get a very long period out of drought or bad tide before the next one arrives. Since the berries turn into beavers, does that mean these beavers are all fruit, or that they're genetically changing the berries into meat? Yeah, I think that these beavers must just be a stack of berries in a beaver costume. Some pretty smart berries, if you ask me. Pretty smart berries. Pretty smart berries. So, do y'all know what's happening right now? Can you guess what's happening right now? Do you know what is in my head? I will give 5,000 berries to the person who writes in chat the thing that's in. Hey, hello friends. That's a lot of beaver. That's right. There's a lot of beaver. We almost died, but now we have 23. So that's not bad. A brilliant brain. Oh, Brewdog. That's nice of you to say. But I meant a thought that was in my head. I meant if someone could guess the thought that was in my head right now. What I'm thinking right now. I want to eat Emo's ramen. Honestly, I do now. That was so good. But it's definitely salty, like the form that we had. So I wouldn't want to have it too often. Tigger, I did. I feel very good. Good guesses. Good guesses. All right. So, clean water? Anyone? Clean water. Let's flush the bad tide away. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I did. Okay. Now, this is almost clean. So, we're going to pivot to this one. The bad tide's going to come through, so we just want to make sure that all our floodgates are down to let it all out. Get out of here, bad tide. Give me clean water. All right, it's starting to look cleaner. I'm sure eventually it'll be fine. We're out of water, so we need to get our pumps going again. I'm gonna pause. Actually, I'm just gonna keep the priority low, and they'll get to it if there are enough people. Okay, water's looking good. The color of it looks good. So I think we're going to be getting rid of this one. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we keep them both. No, I really feel like I should just connect it. Oh yeah, coloring them. Yeah. No, it's not that. Good guesses. Good guesses. I am going to get rid of it. Wait. Oh no. Error. Error. Can we make this? It might be too far away. I need to build that one piece to do what I was doing. It's not high enough right now, but I want it to get too high. So we need to rebuild that piece. We can go up to a little bit of height here, but we don't want to go too high because it'll just flood this way. It has something to do with the email I received. Now, do you know what I'm thinking? I think you need a path to block at the top of the stairs on your wall, by the way. Right here. You mean this? Or am I missing something else, Chow? Oh, sorry. Let's... Actually, we'll keep this one down. Is this closed? This is closed. Good. This is open. Okay, it's all flowing out here. So just let it flow this way. Water's coming back. Everything's looking good. I should really respond to that Nigerian prince to get that money. No. Either that or play some of the sweet, sweet DLC. There it is. That's what I'm thinking. Good job, Osiris. We're switching. We're switching. We're switching. I want to play Against the Storm. I want to play Against the Storm. I'm gonna have to download it though. Let's make sure that it downloads. Uh-oh. How do I get it to download? I don't know. I might have to stop playing Timberborn, and then maybe it'll download. Water's looking good, but we have no food. So let's resume berry collecting at the 2 berry collectors, just like whatever berries you can get your hands on. And then over here, we're going to do kohlrabis in this whole area. Because we need more food. Also over here. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I switched to my PC and started getting an Equi Lana. I forgot I had Kiri stream still open. Double tabs. A path tile to the wall near the stairs that are next to the water pump. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Chow. It wasn't connected. They're also not going over here, which is kind of problematic. We could try doing the thing, but I think we're going to have a better time of doing the... Yeah, it's just really far away. We just have to go really far. We could try to make it shorter for them. I don't know. 3 days until drought. Cool. Cool. There's no berries there. Go do something else. Collect those berries. See? We're not going to be able to get this too high, but we can get it 1 high. Unless I can get them to come over here. Actually, this is all kind of a lower priority. Maybe just... It's really far. It's really far. Anonymous, thank you so heck much for the 40 stream watch streak. Heck yeah. I should turn off the setting that says Anon always dies on ice. No, there's no setting like that. It's just really bad luck, you know? It's just unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, they are harder than they used to be. Like, winning is harder, but there's also a higher payout, right? Yeah, this game is great. I love this game, but I think that we should start switching categories. This place is called Dave's Hopium Village. Dave's Hopium Village. Hey, we're still alive. Cycle 12. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm kind of impressed that these 23 beavers are at present still in existence. I think that's pretty cool. There definitely is a little bit of water that can still be stored, but beyond those couple, we're basically out of water storage. So I'm gonna make another one there. There's a bunch over here. I should just get the bigger one, shouldn't I? Let's unlock this real quick and get one of these built. Even just one. Okay. So with that, that's where I'm going to leave it. More water storage. More crop fields. Focusing on food and water because water management is coming along nicely. And, you know, we're going to check out the new DLC for Against the Storm because Hooded Horse is really cool and sent me one today when I asked. Today. That's really cool. If you're watching over on YouTube, I am going to... Oh boy, that's not... That doesn't look good. The chat overlay. Yep. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. I play a lot of games like this, but don't go anywhere because I'm actually going to be going live again in like 5 minutes with Against the Storm. I just have to do all the stuff to change the category over and make sure that I actually download the new DLC. So, stay tuned. Have a little break. I'll be back in a bit with Against the Storm.